Northwestern last night took care of business, beating Abilene Christian, who, by the way, North Texas knocked off earlier today. So North Texas officially finishes third. Abilene Christian will leave the Courtyard Marriott tournament winless. And as Grace Lyons steps to the plate, here we go. On a gorgeous Sunday, along with DJ Sanchez, I'm Chris Plank. We hope you enjoy the broadcast as much as Will Digg bringing it to you. First pitch from the lefty Williams is on the inside corner for a strike. Time of first pitch, 12:34. And we'll get to that weather report courtesy of the Trails Golf Club in moments, because I don't know if it gets much better than this. The 0-1 is up high, ball one, 1 strike. Trails Golf Club in Norman. Learn how you can be a member for a day. Trailsgolf.com, where great golf and family fun, that's family fun, come together. We're going to reach a high of 78 today. The 1-1 is lined deep to center field. It burned Shellmeyer in center field. Lyons stumbles rounding first, and now she'll have to hustle back to the bag. And a big laugh from Lyons. A leadoff single to the base of the center field wall.
Grace Green could not have squared that ball up any better than she did. We saw Shellmeyer misplay it, but she misplayed it because it was hit so hard. I mean, that ball had lift to it, and it just took off.
Here's Jocelyn Alla. That full forecast for today, 71 degrees right now, inching towards that 76 high. Winds are out of the south to southwest at 20 to 30 mile per hour with gusts, and it's blowing out towards right field. For the Sooner center fielder, Jocelyn Allo, who pops one foul off the front of the Northwestern dugout. Allo hitting .436, 6 home runs, currently tied for third on the team with 16 RBI. She's knotted up with Lindsey Elam. Has a chance to move up the charts. The 0-1 here is an off speed. Nasty swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. So I guess in a roundabout way, our Trails Golf Club weather report couldn't be more perfect. This wind, though, is going to play havoc, I think, all day long on the outfielders and every pop-up. It is now blowing straight out to center field. The 0-2, a little off the outer edge. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, it's windy, but I hope this 76 degrees means spring is here.
Well, Monday it's supposed to be 56.
Oh, you just ruined it.
Here's the one. Yeah, 76 for the high today. 1-2 pitch is popped up. Foul territory, and that's going to get out of play. 2 rows up in the temporary bleachers. This is the first week when the Sooners will have a midweek game. We'll play Wednesday. DJ and I will be here. That'll be a TV broadcast. So heads up, we'll be simulcasting our TV audio to the radio side. And it's going to be beautiful on Wednesday, too. 61 for the high. The 1-2 pitch to Allo is up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just underway. OU and Northwestern were scoreless after a leadoff single from Grace Lyons. Oh, has a pretty good hitting streak going as well, too. She's up to 7 straight. She checked her swing on the 2-2 pitch that's in the dirt. Ball 3.
Yeah,
did check with the first base umpire.
She was impressive yesterday. It was a lot of those charges that got going. Alla was right in the middle of every big thing that happened offensively for the Sooners yesterday.
That is an 8-game hitting streak that she's currently in the midst of. Has hit in all 4 games this weekend. The 3-2 pitch. Ground ball through into right field. A base hit. Lyons on her way to third. The throw is not in time. Making 9 straight with a hit for Jocelyn Allo. And the Sooners have runners at the corners with nobody out here in the top of the first inning, and Kinsey Hansen coming to the plate.
Just such a great job of playing the game by Jocelyn Allo. Battling pitches off, runner on first, 2-strike count, and finding a way to drive a ball through the right side of the field, allowing Grace Lyons to go first to third on the play. That is a mature at-bat from Jocelyn Allo.
Kinsey Hansen strides to the plate with a .458 batting average, 3 home runs, 23 RBIs, including the grand slam here yesterday. What a start for the freshman. Here's the first pitch. She shows bunt, missed it. The runner, Alo, will basically walk down to second base. And it's a stolen base, and maybe as easy of a stolen base as Alo has had. And immediately that will get, I believe that's Carolyn. Is that Carolyn or Kate?
I think that one is Kate.
All right, Kate Joanne, 19th year head coach, did not like what she saw there. And on the first pitch, cold strike to Kinsey Hansen. She'll walk out and have a conversation with her infield.
Yeah, you can kind of see it, the botched first and third play defensively for Northwestern. Anytime you don't have any sort of movement with your middle infielders, you know something got missed.
Yeah, shortstop and second. Looked like second went to cover first. The shortstop, Nelson, went to cover third on the bunt.
So a lot of times when we see that bunt square around on a first and third play, you're trying to get your shortstop to bite. And that's exactly what Hansen did. But defensively, you've got to recognize that and stick.
Second and third now. Hansen, an 0-1 count. Williams brings it home. Just misses on the inside edge. It has already been a wild day in college softball in the top 25. The 8th, 16th, and 14th ranked teams have already lost. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Hansen. Popped up, foul territory, going to get out of play. Florida State has lost for the second time in the Woo Pig Classic, this time to Villanova by a final score of 9-6. Kentucky, who is coming to Norman later in the season, lost today to Dartmouth. The Wildcats ranked 14th in the country. Final score of that game was 4-0. And Nebraska houses number 16 Missouri 10-2. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Good pitch by Williams. And there's one away for Grace Green. Oh, I like Williams has a little attitude. She made sure to let Hansen know.
Yeah, she was happy about that pitch, which she should have been. It was a great off speed, caught Hansen out on her front foot, but the lefty, she's got a little bit of spunk to her.
Here's Grace Green. Green, the right-handed hitting sophomore, playing left field the last couple of games for the Sooners, takes the first pitch low for a ball. Grace has been on a nice run this week in the Courtyard Marriott Classic. She has 5 hits and her 14 at-bats. Scored 2 runs, has driven in 5. And she takes the 1-0 pitch for a strike, 1-1. Still, though, there's that big goose egg that looms large over a power hitter like Green. She has yet to launch her first home run of the season after reaching double digits in home runs last year. 1 ball, 1 strike. Williams brings it home. That ball's lifted to shallow left field. Could be trouble, but making a nice play is Zedak, who quickly gets it back in and chases everyone back to the bag. And there's 2 away. There was a dance going on for Zedak and Nelson, wasn't there?
Yeah, I kind of was holding my breath for a second. I'm like, oh, she's can of corn under it. And then I'm sitting there going, I'm like, I think that might drop. I don't think the wind played a factor. I think that was just a little bit of miscommunication.
2 away now for Lindsey Elam. Oh, we saw the Sooners with so many scoring opportunities early yesterday against North Texas, unable to cash them in. Let's see if Elam can get it done here as the first pitch is up high for ball 1. Good power start for Lindsey Elam, but kind of an odd late game yesterday. Going 2 for 3 with an RBI in the first game. She went 0 for 4. The 1-0 pitch. That ball's lifted pretty deep down the left field line. If it's fair, it could be trouble. Nope. Caught. Wind knocked that bad boy down right short of the warning track, and the inning is over. And Rachel Lewis will lead things off for Northwestern. There's the first pitch to the right-handed hitting second baseman from Shannon Sale, and it's in for a strike. Now, I wouldn't get too worried from a pitch total with Shannon Sale because at least kind of from our perspective, I think we're going to see a lot of arms today, DJ.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity. Again, Said it yesterday.
This ball's popped up behind third base. Elia Flores ranges out and makes the catch, and there's one away.
That's a good start for Shannon Sale. It's good to see her come in and hit 2 spots. That's something she struggled with yesterday, and it's going to be important for her today just to stay consistent and hit spots. But the pitching staff as a whole, it wasn't just one, it was the entire staff, they struggled a little bit yesterday. It's not a lie.
First pitch swing and a miss to Zedek.
And, and through all of that, the quicker you can get back out there as a pitcher and start working through some of those things, the better, as opposed to having to sit and wait until Wednesday. So I think it's going to be really good to get everyone as much time as possible today.
Well, one pitch makes it to the backstop. Kind of looked like Elam might have been expecting that somewhere else. Zedek was the 9-hole hitter when these two teams played on Friday, and she went 2 for 3 with a run scored. So what did Kate Drowan do? She moved her up to number 2 in the lineup for the rematch. Why not?
Yeah, the Drowan sisters have done a tremendous job with this Northwestern program.
1-1 pitch is a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. They have 19 years together. I was thinking about my relationship with my sister and my brothers. I don't know if I would want to work with them for 19 years.
I definitely wouldn't.
The 1-2 is outside for a ball, 2-2.
But, yeah, myself growing up in Illinois, I remember when they got that job all those years. I'm dating myself, but
you were a little kid.
I was in kindergarten.
No,
but I remember, and just everything that they've done with that program is really great.
2-2, swing and a miss, ball in the dirt. Elam gloves it, throws to first to just get Zedek, and there's 2 away.
So this is the smoothest I feel like we've seen Shannon Sale look in the last couple of days, coming out, getting 2 quick outs. She's working a little bit quicker today, and looks like she's getting into a groove here early.
There's Maeve Nelson. What's interesting is this wind kicks up, blowing out towards right field. That was one thing that seemed kind of frustrating at times yesterday, as the first pitch is in for a strike, like in the strike zone so far. You know who didn't is Carolyn Drohan, who came out to say something to the home plate umpire. But she had a couple of innings where she got through a few hitters quick, and then North Texas would be able to get something done with 2 outs. The 0-1 pitch just misses low and in. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, and it felt like even when she was getting those quick outs, it didn't look smooth. It didn't look easy, and even sometimes when you're getting those outs, you still can feel maybe I'm not hitting spots the way that I should. And I don't feel like we're seeing that so far from Sale.
That's a good pitch. It's fouled off by Nelson. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Maeve Nelson is in as a .245 hitter. The sophomore on Friday against Oklahoma went 1 for 3 with an RBI. She also had a walk. Remember, that game was 2-2 after the third. Sooners went on a run. 1-2, fouled at the plate. Grace Screen. One of the many times when a Sooner has had an at-bat with the bases loaded this weekend. Grace Screen with a big double that kind of blew that game open. And the Sooners can't strike early. Scoreless, though, here in the bottom of the first. Northwestern is the home team. Shannon Sale brings home the 1-2. Grounded to third. Good job by Flores to stay down, throws across, inning over. 1-2-3 as we head to the second. Oklahoma and Northwestern are scoreless. Boy, what a day yesterday for Alicia Flores. 3 hits, and you said it. She started the rally for the Sooners.
You saw there was such a change from first at-bat of the day to the last, and you just saw her grow that confidence every single at-bat.
She digs in from the right side of the plate. Man, she loves to attack early. First pitch, checked her swing, though, and a ball up and in. It would be as if I'm not making sure to give kudos to one of my own family members if I didn't mention good luck today to her Aunt Jeannie, as the 1-0 pitch is a check swing that's a little up. She didn't go. If I understand social media correctly, she's running in a marathon this morning. So
all right.
How about that? So, Tia Jeannie, good luck. We're thinking of you today.
Go, Aunt Jeannie.
2-ball, no-strike pitch. to the Sooner freshman headed home. In for a strike, 2-1. Alicia has that season average up to 306 now. She's 11 for 36 on the season. Has scored 5 runs with 3 doubles. Has also walked 6 times. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Alicia. In the dirt, ball 3.
You know, and I think that's such an underrated stat sometimes that people don't look
Agreed.
at the walks. I mean, especially from a freshman, having that discipline, drawing that many walks as a freshman is big time.
Her sister has 0, by the way. I'm not here to start to make her
Here we
dad
go.
Jimmy mad or anything. Here's the 3-1 pitch. He turned on ball 4 and hammered it off of the Sooner locker room. She had a beat on that and ripped it. 3 balls, 2 strikes. She kicks the dirt out of the batter's box and gets set. Big pitch here for Williams. Sooners want a base runner. Here comes the 3-2. It's ball 4. 7th walk of the season, which, as it stands right now, would be good for 3rd on the team.
Yeah.
Not bad.
What a great at-bat. Again, a lot of times you see younger hitters in that 2-0 count coming out of their shoes, and she did just such a great job of working the count, laying off the off-speed. Great at-bat, great leadoff at-bat for Alicia Flores.
Here's Aaliyah. Man, she has played so well at third base this weekend and this season. The junior steps in with her sister at first, and the first pitch is on the inside corner for strike 1. Aaliyah looks down at head coach Patty Gasso in the third base coach's box. Coach in her 26th season as the head coach here at Oklahoma. She's coached some of the all-time greats like Dylan Mathis. Here's the 0-1 outside. But I bring that up because you can relate to what Shannon Sale has gone through this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
There would be some weekends when DJ Sanchez, she'd put some numbers up on that pitch count.
I would do it all over again if I was younger. And
we might need an inning out of you today, though, so don't get too comfy. 1-1. Popped foul and out of play down the left side. Push the count to 1-2. Nancy also just tweeted, and I was just going to double-check one thing. Nancy says, remember last year's home opening weekend? It was a bit chillier last year. Great weather, though, this year in the left field bleachers listening in. Welcome back, DJ.
Why, thank you. I remember last year's opening weekend. I had blankets and sweatshirts. I was freezing.
Here's the 1-ball, 2-strike pitch. It's a little low and away, 2-2. It's funny because last year's season opening tournament series, if you will, took place the same weekend as my daughter's 5-year-old birthday party. Today is her 6-year-old birthday party. And last year we were supposed to play on Sunday. We got not really rained out as the 2-2 pitch is up high, 3-2. I think we got chilled out.
Yes, I remember that. I was not disappointed. I'm not. I
won't lie either. Sooners were slated to play Oregon State on, I believe it was Saturday, and then Louisiana on that Sunday. And after the Sooners beat Oregon State 3-0 and then ruled Louisiana 9-1, I think everyone kind of said, hey, we're going to head home. And that's exactly what happened. A little meeting at the circle between Rudd and Williams is over. Here's the 3-2 to Flores. Popped up, foul territory. Is it going to get out of play? It will. Ooh. That caught a fan right on the back shoulder. I think he was trying to play defense to help someone. I think he caught that one. Everyone looks to be okay. As Flores again waits on the 3-2 pitch in a scoreless game with Alicia at first. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt. Strike 3. Second strikeout for Williams.
Williams has gotten both of her strikeouts today on that off-speed pitch. She's disguising it well, has good deception, so that's going to be a pitch that the Sooners are going to have to adjust to as they get deep in counts against Williams.
Here's Rayleigh Pogue. Coach told a great story about Rayleigh in the pregame conversation, if you missed it. And she went to Pogue and said, just hit it through the right side. The first pitch, she rips down the left field line and deep. Oh, what a catch! What a play by Zedek, racing towards the line, and Alicia Flores will have to race back to first base. Pogue looked like she had, at the very least, pushed forth the first Sooner run, because if that ball would have made its way down, I think it might have hit the wall.
Yeah.
Then Flores would have been able to score from first, but what a play by Zedek to chase it down.
Yeah, and Zedek is, I mean, she's playing a true left field. She's not playing the line. She got a great read on that ball.
First pitch to the right-handed hitting Mackenzie Donahue is in for a strike. But in just talking about Boone, she said, I challenged Rayleigh. You got to hit it through the right side, we'll score. And she did.
Yeah. And a lot of times you tell your freshmen to do that, and they don't do it. I think that, I mean, just such a testament to, again, watching some of these younger players learn the game and continue to get better. So part of it, too, it's not always hitting the long ball. It's not hitting the double off the wall. It's playing the game. Hit a ground ball through the 3-4 hole.
The 0-1 pitch was a little up. So it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. This here's Williams' 1-1 pitch. And, again, that little off speed. Donahue swings through it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oklahoma and Northwestern scoreless here early on. We'll have an update from the OU baseball game after this 1-2 pitch. Well, it'll have to wait till next inning because Donahue got rung up. Called strike 3 on the outside corner, inning over.
I'm always amazed what people will do for a free T-shirt.
Yeah, I'll go give you a shirt if you just want to sit out.
Well, where's the fun in that?
That's true. That's a good point. Here's the first pitch by Sale. It's a little low for ball 1. That was impressive. If APOP didn't give her the shirt, I might have walked down and given her one.
She deserved it.
I say so. Nikki Cochran lead things off the DP after a scoreless inning and a half. The 1-0 pitch. Ball's hit pretty well to left field. Green, though, has a beat. Oh, it gets over her head onto the warning track. Grace Green looked like she had a pretty good beat on it. And that ball just kept carrying, and Cochran is in with a leadoff double.
Yeah, that ball was squared up pretty well. I think we saw that get caught up in the wind just a bit. I think Grace Green thought she was under it, started to break down a little bit too early, and got beat.
That'll bring Jordan Rudd, the catcher, to the plate, and I think they snuck in a pinch runner on us. So Northwestern, I think that's a flex with how many pinch runners they use. Cochran will pinch run here. Or, no, pardon me. Who is pinch running here? They haven't updated it yet. I believe that might be Huff. We'll double check. But a pinch runner at second, and the first pitch is in for, call that a ball. Correction, that's Emma Bartz, who is actually the flex that's pinch running. So Bartz into pinch run at second. Rudd ahead on the count now, ball and no strikes. 1-0 outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Jordan Rudd on the season, a .271 hitter. She has started all 19 games for Northwestern. She's one of 6 starters for the Wildcats that have started every game so far this season. The 2-0, swing and a miss. 2 balls and a strike. So let's go back. Is that a play, that we say was a wind issue or an angle issue for Grace Green, you think, in left field?
I think she drifted a little bit. I'm watching her go back on the ball, expecting to see her really turn and go. That ball was hit pretty well. Anything that's squared up that well.
Bunt is foul.
You want to get behind it, and I think she drifted a little bit and I think she truly misplayed it just a hair.
Jocelyn Allo, to her credit, Jocelyn is playing a true center field here. She is straight away right around that area where it's kind of been dead. It's a little bit more of a tan in the beautiful green grass that Scott and his crew have manicured here. And Jocelyn almost got there to help her make the play, but not close enough. So runner at second. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Sale. Swing and a miss! 1 away.
It's a big-time at-bat for Sale. Coming out straight off the double, started the count off 2-0 and then came back and made some big-time pitches. Great down and out, a little bit off speed. Great pitch there by Shannon Sale.
We'll have an update from the OU baseball game after this first pitch to Danielle Williams, which is up high for ball one. Get this. The OU baseball game, which started at 11 a.m., is already in the ninth.
Oh, wow.
And Oklahoma leads at 1-0. We'll keep an eye on OU LSU. Big one today down in Houston.
That's quicker
big.
than our games yesterday.
I know. The 1-0 pitch is fouled at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now they are cooking down in Houston right now. Of course, this would be that moment for when I would call baseball games and be like, man, this game is on a crazy pace. And then the opposing team would tie it, and the next thing you know, you're there till midnight.
On getaway day.
On getaway day. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch a little up, 2-1. Yeah, that would not be good on
Oh, man.
getaway.
Got to get back up, go to school tomorrow.
Dane Acker, by the way, 101 pitches for the Sooners through 8 innings. What a performance. And he's shutting out LSU. Here's the 2 ball, 1 strike pitch from Sale in the dirt. And she's fallen behind Danielle Williams, 3 balls and a strike. Danielle, 256 hitter. 4 doubles. And has a chance to help her own cause here. Pleasanton, California native. She pops this one pretty deep to left field. Green has a beat on it, makes the catch just short of the warning track for out number 2 and quickly gets the ball in to keep Bartz the pinch runner at second.
This is a huge at-bat here for Shannon Sale. Again, we've watched her. She has success when she works ahead in the count. I don't like seeing her fall behind, so I really want to see her get back to those sharp, breaking pitches and hitting consistent spots.
First pitch to Morgan Newport is a little up, ball 1. Newport comes into today's game with a 256 average for the senior. She's got 13 RBIs. That's good for second on the team. With that wind blowing the flags in center field to right, she takes the 1-0 pitch for a strike.
That's a good spot. If Shannon Sale can live on the outside corner at the knee, that is a tough pitch for any hitter to hit well.
1 ball, 1 strike with a runner at second and 2 outs. Sale brings it home. Low. 2 balls and a strike. Elam fakes a throw down to second.
Northwestern has a lot of lefties in their lineup. I think this is the 4th left-handed hitter we've seen come to the plate.
2 balls and a strike. Scoreless game. Sale trying to work around a leadoff double. Misses on the 2-1 pitch. 3 balls and a strike. Saw a fan down about the 3rd row throw her arms out, wondering where that was. Just a little bit low. And it's a 3-1 count. Waiting on deck is Dunlap, the 3rd baseman. The pitch right on the outside corner, full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second. We're scoreless in the second. And again, Northwestern, the home team today. Sale, long look, rocks and fires. Hit deep to center field. Alo looks up and watches it hit off the wall. Scoring easily from second is Cochran. And a long single from Morgan Newport has put Northwestern on top.
Again, we're seeing Sale work behind in counts and having to throw pitches that are catching too much of the plate. That ball was squared up. There's not a lot Alo could do. She did a very good job, honestly, of playing it off the wall and holding that and keeping Newport on first base.
It was almost as Lindsey Elam jogs out to chat with Sale that Jocelyn, who is such an improved defender from day one when she stepped on campus, she realized, okay, I'm not going to get to this. Let's see what I can do to minimize the damage. And was able to hold Newport to a single. Had she tried to go make a play, that could have ended up in a double or a triple. The first pitch is a swing and a miss to Dunlap.
Yeah, no, it was played really well by Alo. Many times you see outfielders try to make the catch like that off the wall, and the ball ricochets. And like you said, we see that turn into a double or a triple.
No balls and a strike to Dunlap, the third baseman. Crown Point, Indiana. She showed bunt, took it for strike 2. Some Big 12 teams already in action this afternoon. We'll run through our AT&T Big 12 scoreboard coming up in the third inning. Also, our Twitter community. We love to talk softball with you at OU on the air. Check in. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A little up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here, Northwestern strikes first. With an RBI off the center field wall by Morgan Newport. And a 1-2 pitch from Sale. In the dirt, got away from Elam, but not far enough for Newport to advance. And the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Let's go, Sooner fans. Make some noise.
Well, the PA guy's like, hey, what are you guys doing? Let's go. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Sale. Swing and a miss. Shannon Sale works around the RBI single by Newport. All right. Grace Lyons will lead things off. Sooners down 1-0 in the third inning. Sooners the road team, maybe I should say visitors today, as the first pitch to Lyons is in for a strike. Grace, one of the 2 Sooner hits, singled and was stranded at third in the first. She bats here to lead things off for Oklahoma. In the top of the third. No balls and a strike. The pitch. It's a little up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lyons has really taken to this leadoff spot, to say the least, this weekend. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ripped into left field, a base hit. Another multiple hit game for Grace Lyons. It's almost as if she's done it all weekend long.
Man, she just keeps rolling. And, Planky, you were saying she's taken to that leadoff spot. She is the perfect leadoff hitter. She's got the power. She can work gap to gap. She's got a little bit of speed. So Lyons is really just doing her job in this leadoff spot for this lineup.
And here's Jocelyn Alla. Her hitting streak is now at 9. Here's the first pitch to the Sooner center fielder, and it misses up for ball 1. We have been keeping tabs on the Oklahoma LSU baseball game. They're in the bottom of the 9th. And some pretty interesting stats in that game. Sooners lead it, though, 1-0. Runner first is Lyons. The 1-0 is in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. Boy, what an opportunity here for Jocelyn to make a statement early in this game. 2-0 pitch. Grounded towards short. Could be 2. They'll go to second for 1. No chance to get Alo speeding down the first base line. So she reaches on a fielder's choice. And here's Kinsey Hansen.
Williams, she makes a good pitch there. She's behind on Alo 2-0 and really threw a good pitch and got Alo to chase a little bit on the outside corner and try to yank that outside pitch.
Here's Kinsey Hansen. Struck out her last time up. Now with Alo at first and 1 out. First pitch up high, ball 1. Sooners will have an interesting week ahead of them. Their first midweek game at 6 o'clock on Wednesday night against Wichita State. Here comes the 1-0. Ground ball, hard hit to short. This could be 2. To second for 1 to first. No. Kinsey beat it out. Oh, my.
And we see this same setup again. Williams kind of starting high and tight, misses up in Hanson's eyes, and then gets her to chase down and out. So we've got to see. The Sooners started off really well, taking that outside pitch to the opposite side of the field. We've got to continue with that.
Here's Grace Green trying to get something done for the Sooners with 2 outs here in the top of the third. The pitch is well outside, ball 1. So a leadoff single. Time is going to be called. Coach Gasso is going to bring Grace Green and Kinsey Hanson together. It's been interesting to kind of just watch different moments and what the strategy might be. Shay Knighton, by the way, over at first base today for the Sooners. Her and Sid Romero kind of, I guess you could say, alternating opportunities over as the first base coach. Sooners did the same thing last year with Kelsey Arnold and Kaylani Ricketts. So since Melissa Lombardi left to take the Oregon job, that was always her spot over the first base coach's box. Jen Rocha likes to be in the dugout, likes to be able to talk with her pitchers. So Coach Gasso has used several different former players over at first.
Yeah, and it's such a, what a learning experience.
Absolutely. All right, meetings are all over. Here we go. 2 outs, runner at first. They've exchanged 3 different runners at first base. The 1-0 is a little up. Grace Lyons led off the inning with a single. She was forced out on the fielder's choice by Alo, who was then forced out on the fielder's choice by Hanson. Green flied out to left field her last time up, and she takes the 2-0 pitch for a strike.
And I like that take by Grace Green. That's that same pitch we saw Alo and Hanson try to pull, and we see that ground ball to the shortstop. So that's a good take, 2-0 by Grace Green.
2 balls and a strike. That wind blowing as strong as it has all game long out to right field as the 2-1 pitch misses up. 2 outs down in Houston. Sooners 1 out away from a big win against the 11th ranked team in the country. The 3-1 pitch to Green catches the outside corner. Green a little walk after that one.
Yeah, I don't know. We've seen that pitch go both ways. I think that may have been in the river a little bit, but umpire's always right.
That's right.
I wholeheartedly disagree.
3-2, check swing on ball 4. She'll walk down to first base. They checked on her swing twice. At first, I don't think the first base umpire saw him. And then he called him safe, and the Sooners will have runners at first and second. The runner in scoring position for the second time in 3 innings with 2 outs for Lindsey Elam.
Lindsey Elam yesterday had some opportunities with runners in scoring position, so that right now she is trying to get something done here.
First pitch in for a strike. What a story from down in Houston, where Dane Acker has thrown a no-no for the Sooners. A 9-inning complete game no-hitter and shutting out number 11 LSU 1-0. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line shot, cut off by the shortstop. Good play by Nelson. Steps on the bag to end the inning. Lindsey Elam's line out to end of the third has the Sooners back defensively as Skylar Shellmeyer leads it off, taking the first pitch low. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 Northwestern. I'm still trying to come to grips with the fact that every out was a force out at second last inning. And here's a looper just foul down the left field line off the bat from the slap by Skylar Shellmeyer.
You never like to see that, right? You're going, I thought Lindsey Elam on that swing, I thought that was going to sneak through right up the middle.
Right. Dane Acker, what a day down in Houston for the Sooner hurler. As the 1-1 pitch from Shannon Sale is low. Throws a no-hitter with 11 strikeouts as the Sooners beat LSU 1-0. The only run, an 8th inning solo shot from Justin Mitchell. Wow.
Man.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Grounded towards second. Donahue shuffles to her right, throws, and Kinsey Hansen makes a nice play to retire the speedy Shellmeyer.
Good job by Hansen hanging with that. Donahue, you could see her rushing. Shellmeyer gets down the line, but you should see Donahue trying to get rid of the ball. Great job by Hansen hanging in there and keeping her foot on the bag.
We'll get to your tweets after Rachel Lewis sees the first pitch from Shannon Sale as Sale stares at her wrist, brings it home, and it's in the dirt. Sharon Mama has checked in from the 618. Mark Worley in Chagrin Falls, Ohio. That looks like snow in Ohio. We are not dealing with that here. Larry Smith in the St. Pete Sooner Den. Our buddy C. Mills is out in right center field listening to DJ and I today as the 1-0 is pop fouling out of play. I say listening to us. I mean, C. Mills is here to watch the game. He just happens.
Yes.
Make that very clear. Alyssa Belafay and her husband preparing to fly home on vacation. Thanks for tuning in. Monty Ray Gaston in Durant, Sinbad in Pinckneyville, Illinois. Yentis, Texas for Lake Fork Sooner. As the 1-1 pitch just misses outside 2-1. Lewis popped out to third, her last time up. Uncle Bill and Mimi have checked in watching Owen, their grandson play. He is, of course, part of that Pinley gene, so look out. We'll be seeing Owen over at Mitchell Park soon enough. 2-1 grounded foul. That was one of the more Kate Johan's in the third base coach's box. And usually you'll see an emphatic point by a coach, and Johan just lifted up her arm and pointed, tried to get the fair call.
That's when you're going to, I know it's foul, but it's worth a shot.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Sale looking to strike out the leadoff hitter Lewis. With OU down 1-0 here in the third, the pitch. Pop foul off the net behind home plate. There's the Flores fan. Darlene and company have checked in from Colton, California. Trey Linda Kerr listening in D.C. Appreciate Trey Linda's passion. She was ready to take over as the in-stadium DJ. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. She threw it right by her. That for Shannon Sale is her 4th K.
What a spot. That's the spot we've seen Shannon Sale miss today. And that pitch right there, low and hard on the outside corner, is tough to hit. Stay there, Shannon Sale.
Here's Angela Zedak. On deck is Maeve Nelson, and the first pitch is fouled at the plate. I mentioned Trey Linda and her wife checking in, like Brandon Jacks checking in for the first time this season. Hey, the mayor of Medill finally finding time for us. And Jana Foster asks a great question. You can ask questions, too, at OU on the air. That's one of the fun parts. Any idea of an opening day for the new OU softball complex? As the 0-1 pitch misses low, 1-1. That is, without a doubt, one of the most asked and understandably so questions.
I could see that.
Patty Gasso gave an update on Wednesday and said they still have a ways to go. Actually, I don't think saying a ways to go is fair, but there's some work to do on the fundraising side of it. But they're inching away. They're chipping away at it. The 1-1 is in for a strike.
And that's going to be such an exciting time. It'll be here.
I would encourage everyone, if you want to learn more about it, and you want to learn more about the process, we'll give you a website after this 1-ball, 2-strike pitch from Shannon Sale, fouled straight back. You can go to thesoonerclub.com. I would encourage everyone to check it out. You can learn about not just membership information, but donations. There's incredible renderings, as Kenny Mossman told us a couple weeks ago. They're still in the process of fine-tuning kind of the layout. He's been integral in that front. You can learn more at thesoonerclub.com. 1-2 pitches in the dirt, 2 balls, 2 strikes. But it's a good question. It gets asked a lot. I think the unfortunate side of things is this, that it's just I can't tell you it's happening now.
Well, just the process of it all.
Yep. Long process. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Zedek's ready. Oh, time's going to be called.
I have no doubt it will be the best in the country, though, when it's done.
Absolutely. And sometimes when sometimes, I said sometimes 5 times now, people will panic when it hasn't been done yet. I mean, I always point down to Stillwater. Look how long they've been working to get a new baseball stadium. It took years to get there. So here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. What an inning for Shannon Sale. That's her 5th strikeout of the game as we head to the 4th. Oklahoma trails Northwestern 1-0. Sooners. It'll be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the Sooners. Alicia Flores will lead things off. She walked her last time up in the 2nd inning. And with the Sooners down 1-0, Williams being kind of deliberate here to get the 4th inning started. Here we go. That wind, I don't know if it's any stronger than it's been so far, blowing out to right field, but it is definitely consistent as the first pitch to Flores is a little up, ball 1. Flores had the big hit yesterday to help lead the Sooners to the win.
Yeah, she did. She started that rally. I mean, everything went back to that single at-bat from Alicia. And she's been solid today, drawing the walk in her last leadoff of an inning.
She couldn't stop her swing on that off-speed pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Flores, and Pogue here for the Sooners in the 4th. As Oklahoma trails at 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike. Williams rocks and fires. It's a little up, 2 balls and a strike. Watching all the social media reaction during the break. Dane Acker's no-no. It's Oklahoma's first no-hitter since 1989.
Oh, man.
2 balls and a strike. Popped up foul, and that's going to get out of play. Sooners beat LSU just moments ago, 1-0. And Big 12 had tweeted a number. It's the first no-hitter in the 11th no-hitter by a pitcher in Big 12 history. So
that's
look at that.
Time.
That is huge. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3. There's 1 away.
Starting to see Williams really getting a groove on the outside corner. She's living there. She's starting up and in and then changing. She's working down and out, and then when she gets ahead, she's changing speed. So the Sooners are really going to have to start trying to sit late and take the ball to the opposite.
Leah Flores struck out her last time up. The Colton, California product digs in. 1-0, Sooners trail. Sooners lead in the hit total, 3-2. Aaliyah shows bunt, pulls it back. By the way, one other note here, at least this half inning on Dane Acker's no-no. We mentioned the first for Oklahoma since 1989, the 11th in Big 12 baseball history, but the first in the Big 12 since March of 2017, so it had been 3 years.
Wow. People at that game got to see something special today.
Yes, they did. The 1-0 shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oklahoma took them a while to get going yesterday against North Texas. In fact, Sooners did not get on the board until the 3rd inning of that game, so we're now 4-0 at that point. Flores skies one to shallow left field. Racing out is Nelson. She'll be called off by Zidak, who lets it fall. Flores will trot into second base. The ball's still free, but that's it. And we said it, this wind is going to play havoc on just about everything in the air. And there was some confusion between Nelson, who was going out, and Zidak, who was coming in. And I don't know if Zidak tried to call her off at the last minute or what, but it works to the Sooners' benefit as Flores has a 1-out double.
Yeah, very good base running by Flores. She was gone out of the box regardless of the pop-up, and she's standing on second. But you could see the shortstop, Nelson, going back, and bailing because Zidak called her off last minute. But anytime that wind's holding something up, you've got to play that too. So I think Zidak probably should have let Nelson take charge there.
First pitch is in for a strike to Rayleigh Pogue. She flied out to left field her last time up. The 0-1 is in the dirt. Back to second, Aaliyah. She slides in under the tag. Good throw down by Rudd. Aaliyah got a little bit too far off the bag, but slides back in safely. 1 ball, 1 strike. Flores Aaliyah aboard at second. The pitch to Poe. Caught the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Sooner fans know their strike zone. I love it.
Yes, they do. They'll let you know about it, too.
Oh, yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch to Pogue. Misses outside, 2-2. And again, Rudd keeping a close eye on Flores, creating a little havoc there at second base. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Pogue. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt. She jogs to first, but I think Rudd caught it cleanly. She did. Second strikeout of the inning, and well, Mackenzie Donahue had walked to the plate left-handed, and she'll slap here with 2 outs and a runner at second. Why not?
We're trying to get something moving here. Got a little bit of a spark there with the Flores falling double. Try to do something here. Take advantage of the runner in scoring position.
First pitch is well outside for a ball to Donahue. Now, we got some clarity on this from Coach, who had said it was the first time she's done it in college, but at times during her high school career, Donahue had been a slapper. And so why not? If there's a chance she can help out the team, Mackenzie will do anything she can.
Yeah, and what a tool to have in your pocket with the called, looks like a ball on the outside corner. But especially, too, in this situation, Donahue, I think, came up in her first at-bat hit right-handed. Now she's here against a left-handed pitcher. It gives the opportunity, too, to get rid of the lefty-lefty matchup if you want to.
Yep. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Donahue takes strike 1, and kind of look like she might just try to swing away at that without slapping at it. 2 balls and a strike. There's 2 outs. We're in the 4th. Again, a reminder, if you're just tuning in, the Sooners are the visitors here in this showdown against Northwestern. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. She slapped at a breaking ball, or excuse me, an off-speed pitch. And a really, really good mover from Danielle Williams.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see Williams do the same thing here. Seeing Donahue from the left side, Williams being left-handed, I think we're going to see her take that curveball and try to break it away from Donahue here.
2-2. Well outside, ball 3. Grace Lyons waits on deck. Sooners trying to turn the order over. Time is going to be called, and Michelle Gascoigne. She did this Friday, where I think it was a 0-2 count where she went out and talked to her pitcher a bit, but maybe just something mechanically she might have seen, or maybe where Oklahoma might be sensing or seeing something.
Yeah, and I think, Michelle Gascoigne has been in this moment over and over and over, right? But as
Correct.
A lefty, too, facing the 9-hole, facing a lefty, right? And you've got Grace Lyons sitting on deck. Go right at Donahue with your best stuff. I think she's going to go back to the curveball again. Hit the curveball on the corner, make Donahue make an adjustment, and put the ball in play.
Runner at second, 2 outs. The 3-2, swing and a miss. Sooners strand a runner in scoring position as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Well, again, the key kind of remains the same for Shannon Sale. Just trying to get the Sooners back in the dugout.
Yeah, and Sale, she's thrown well so far.
First pitch to Maeve Nelson, a 3-hole hitter, is in for a strike.
She has only given up 2 hits on 1 run, so she's continuing to go through. She just needs to keep getting better as the game goes on and get OU back in the dugout, try to make something happen, get these bats woken up a bit.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Nelson grounded out to third her last time, checked her swing on a pitch that was a little bit up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, the crowd here at Marita Hines Field is looking for a reason to get rowdy. Let's see if Shannon Sale can get everyone primed up. The 1-1 pitch misses outside. 2 balls and a strike. University of Oklahoma and Sooner Sports Properties would like to thank our concession partners, Coca-Cola, the Baked Bear, Taco Mayo, Community Coffee, Hertz Donuts, and Schwab's. Here's the 2-1 pitch to the shortstop. It's low, ball 3.
This is where we've seen Sale get in a little bit of trouble, working behind in counts, especially again here to the 3-hole, going through the heart of this Northwestern lineup. This first out is important to get the Sooners and keep the Sooners in striking distance here.
The 3-1 pitch, pop fouling out of play. Shannon has worked the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Wind looks as if it's blowing straight out to center field. Donahue has positioned herself right on the cusp of the dirt and the grass, a little deep for Lions at short 2. Even with the bag for Flores, a couple steps back. A little off the line for Hansen at first. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, what a pitch from Shannon Sale. She worked all the way back, falling behind 3-0 and gets the strikeout, and there's 1 away. That's the 3rd straight strikeout by Sale.
What a spot there by Sale, challenging Nelson, going right at her with the curveball, down and away. Great pitch by Shannon Sale.
Here's Nikki Cochran. Doubled and scored the only run and hits this one hard to Hansen, who plays it on the short hop, takes it to the bag herself for the 2nd out of the inning.
Sale doing a great job getting the momentum on the Sooners side, getting 2 quick outs. The quicker she can get OU back in the dugout, get these bats rolling, the better.
So 2 outs for Jordan Rudd, a strikeout victim her last time up. Danielle Williams waiting on deck. 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Sooners down 1-0. First pitch low and in for a ball. I'd like to welcome those of you who are following Sooner baseball today. Of course, if you haven't seen yet, the first no-no for the Sooners since the 80s today by Dane Acker as Oklahoma shuts out LSU 1-0. A 1-0 pitch, line shot back to Sale, makes the catch, and the inning is over. She made it look easy. Courtyard Marriott Tournament, Sooners down 1-0. But the top of the lineup in Grace Lyons, who's 2 for 2. First pitch, high, ball 1 from Danielle Williams. After today, Northwestern will head to Louisville, Kentucky to play 5 games in the Louisville Invitational before starting conference play on March 20th. There's the 1-0 pitch. Caught the outside corner, 1-1. Kind of a unique schedule because Northwestern will play on March 8th, and then they'll have 12 days off before the start of their conference season.
Oh, man.
How about that?
Sometimes it just depends on how you're playing, right? Sometimes it's
exactly
a blessing. You're going, okay, we need to rework some things. And sometimes you're going, no, we just figured it out.
The 1-1 misses outside 2-1. Meanwhile, we'll run through the Sooner tournament for next week and our Kincaid coach what's on tap for Sooner softball. A little different next week. No tournament. Just a true kind of round robin. 2 balls and a strike. Long look in from Williams to Grace Lyons. Grounded foul towards the Sooner dugout. OU will play Wichita State in the midweek game on Wednesday, and then beautiful weather expected for 5 games next weekend. Pardon me, 4 games next weekend. Mercer at 2:30, Utah at 5 next Friday, and then doubleheader with Murray State and Missouri State. 2-2 pitch misses low, 3-2. That's going to be on Saturday. And then we'll get back to a tournament setting on March 13th when Mexico State, Houston, and Kent State all come to town. Forward to seeing you here at the stadium. Should be fun as the Sooners are home for the next 3 weekends. The 3-2 pitch grounded down the third base line. It actually hit the umpire, but Lyons will reach. It got past Dunlap, and as it was headed down the line, it hit the umpire. Are you kidding me?
Man, oh, man. Tell you what, if that goes down the line and gets in that corner, we know that's a double. It might be a triple. Grace Lyons might be sitting on third base. Oh, you hate to see that.
This isn't a situation where the umpire necessarily did anything wrong. She was trying to get out of the way, but it's just kind of a magnification of how things have gone at times here today for the Sooners. But it's a 3-hit game for Grace Lyons, who is aboard to lead things off in the 5th. First pitch to Alo, line shot foul down the right side.
Tell you what, Grace Lyons, she is in the zone right now. She's been seeing the ball well all weekend, and that has continued today. She is really squaring the ball up.
It's the second 3-hit game for Grace Lyons this season. She went 3 for 3 against UNI. 5th multiple hit game of 2020 already for Grace Lyons. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Alo takes it low for a ball. One final thought on that ground ball by Lyons. Not only did it hit the umpire, but Dunlap could have made a play on it, and it just got past her. It was that well hit of a ball.
Yeah, and it honestly, when it hit the umpire, Grace Lyons
1-1 pitch is up and away.
was hauling around first base, right? She came out expecting at least double out of the box, and Dunlap came up with the ball. I mean, good base running and good awareness by Grace Lyons, because a lot of times you see that happen and somebody gets thrown out at second or gets back picked at first base.
The 2-1, little up, ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike. Yeah, chance here for the Sooners to get a few base runners. Had a runner on every inning. Fortunately, they've stranded them all. The 3-1, ball 4. And after falling behind 2-1, it almost appeared as if Williams was just going to make sure that 78 didn't beat her. Here's Kinsey Hansen.
Feel like we're going to see some short game here. We're getting late in the game. I know Hansen's seeing the ball well, but with nobody out, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see bunt here.
Grace Green waits on deck. Hansen is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fielder's choice. Alo's at first. Lyons is at second. Coach Gasso go a little small ball here. The first pitch, she won't, as it's a strike right down the middle. And could have been a called take. Let's kind of see what the defense might do. Hansen is, I don't think it's going to affect her too much to be behind on the count, but the 0-1 is headed home. Ground ball towards third. This could at least be a force out at third. It is, as Dunlap doesn't go to the bag. She sprints to tag out Lyons for the first out of the inning. So Grace is retired. Hansen reaches. I will give Dunlap some credit because I don't think she was in the mood for a foot race back to the bag.
No, she
just went right at her. And here's Grace Green. I'm not racing you to the bag, Grace Lyons. First pitch to Green is low for a ball. Grace Green flied out to left in the first, walked in the third.
I'm kind of glad she chased her because when I first saw that, I thought potential double play ball.
Yep.
Step on the bag, get the out at 1.
The 1-0 pitch, Green takes it high. 2 balls and no strikes. And Michelle Gascoigne is going to make another trip to the circle. Don't think Cochran. She scored, her pinch runner did, on an RBI single by Morgan Newport. That gets us to where we are here. Sooners offense, 5 hits, but they've stranded 6 base runners. The 2-0 pitch is a little out, ball 3. And Oklahoma started this inning with a leadoff single by Lyons, a walk to Alo. Kinsey Hansen reached on the fielder's choice. The Northwestern third baseman Dunlap tagged out Lyons. The 3-0 pitch, Green takes a called strike on the inside corner. Oklahoma 14-4 on the season. Northwestern comes in at 8-9. Not what they envisioned and what may be a bit of a rebuild this year for Northwestern, but they're playing well today. The 3-1, swing and a miss, strike 2.
It's a nice pitch there. 3-1, changing speeds.
Grace Screen went after. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hollow at second, Hansen at first. The pitch, hard hit ball, foul down the third baseline.
Now you're talking, Plank, about Northwestern coming in 8-9. I mean, they're coming off of a pretty substantial season last year. So you kind of wonder if this is, like you said, rebuilding, or if there have been some things maybe that didn't go the way that they expected.
The 3-2 pitch, Green lines one down the right side. It's foul, and it gets out of play, out of the reach of the hustling Bartz in right field.
Really?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I'm really happy to see a foul ball to the opposite side of the field. Williams has really kind of been beating us a little bit on the outside corner because we're trying to pull the outside pitch. So it's a good job by Grace Green, maybe sitting a little bit late and trying to take something to the right side of the field.
Here's the 3-2. Line shot, and well hit to left center field. It's off the wall. Hollow will score easily. They'll hold Hansen at third. Grace Green slides into second with a laser. An RBI double, and Oklahoma has tied it at 1.
What a great at-bat by Grace Green, working the count and forcing Williams to come to the inner half of the plate, and Grace Green absolutely turned on that ball.
I thought it was out of here.
I did too. It just hit a little bit low.
That's RBI number 11 on the season. Avery Green, her 4th double. And we're tied at 1 with the go-ahead run at third. And Lindsey Elam, who's 0 for 2, digs in. First pitch, well outside, ball 1. Elam's not only 0 for 2 for the Sooners, but he's 0 for her last 6. And usually, the captain bounces back in a big way. Here's the 1-0. Oh, she swung through an off-speed offering. I'd say early is a good way to describe that swing.
Maybe a bit, but you know what? If you get caught early, sometimes Williams has thrown some good changeups.
Yep.
If you get caught, swing hard and just swing through it, let them have it, move on to the next one.
1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch is a little up, 2-1. They'll throw behind Hansen at third. The ball gets away from the third baseman. Hansen started to go and stopped. You heard the collective groan from the crowd. They thought they saw her taking a shot at home plate, and then at the last second, no.
You know, I think a good throw would have had her at the plate. You know, especially with one out. There's so many ways that Hansen can score.
The runner at third is Kinsey Hansen. Grace Green stands at second. Sooners have knotted this game up at 1. The pitch to Elam is in for a strike, 2-2. Six hits for the Sooners, but also in that, 6 runners left on base. As a team today, they're hitting just 125 with runners in scoring position. The 2-2 popped up, shallow right field, could be trouble. No, Bartz has a good beat on it, makes the catch. Hansen fakes a tag, Bartz throws a bullet, and there's 2 away. Well, Felicia Flores was the spark yesterday. She's not going to get a chance because Nicole Mendez is going to pinch hit here. Well, why not? Lisa's been hitting the ball well, but scoring position, runners in scoring position, give Nicole an at bat.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
crowd here approves of it.
Oh, yeah. You've got the veteran. I mean, she's living for this moment. You know, I think this is awesome.
Here we go. She's 0 for 2 on the season. Second and third, first pitch, well up and out, ball 1. Well, and honestly, if Oklahoma's going to be a World Series contender this year, 11 has to be in the lineup, and she has to be playing well. So,
oh, yeah, no question. And, You know, and also, too, it's getting late in the game.
Right.
Runners in scoring position, give her an opportunity just to get back in there. I mean, when you've had to take some time off, it takes time.
1-0, grounded down the first base line, foul. And it's a ball and a strike. Well, again, you don't know when you're going to get this opportunity again, so why not? Why not see if one of your captains can take advantage of it and put this team on top? It would be a great confidence boost for, I think, Nicole and her process of trying to come back, to come out here and put the Sooners on top.
Tell you what, runners in scoring position, tie ball game, I want the bat in Nicole Mendez's hands. No question.
1-1. Caught the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. We're tied at 1. There's runners at second and third with 2 outs. Mendez. That's right, Nicole Mendez. The 1-2. Well, outside, ball 2. 2-2. What a moment to try and get some momentum in this game.
I feel like runners in scoring position, you're like, yes, we're going to
Let's
break
go.
it open. And I feel like it's kind of been this, you know, a
Constant
little
struggle.
bit this weekend, yes.
2-2. Line shot off the glove of the first baseman, and Mindy is going to beat it out. Nicole comes pumping both fists in the air. The last thing Patty Gasso wanted to see was Nicole Mendez having to run hard. And Mendez ends up beating Newport back to the bag, and Oklahoma has taken a 2-1 lead.
Can't write it up much better than that. And the celebration says it all.
Oh, that's awesome. The first hit of the season for Nicole Mendez is an infield single and a go-ahead RBI.
You know, what a spark, and like you said earlier, confidence booster for Mendez, but what a spark for this team. You know, little infield single, RBI, go-ahead run, and that dugout came alive, jumping out. First one's there to greet Mendez. Something like that is what this team needs right now.
Alicia Flores re-enters to run. She's at first. Hansen's at third. Or pardon me, Grace Green's at third. The first pitch to Aaliyah Flores is low. A pretty good pitch for ball 1. Sooner! 2-1 Sooners in the top of the 5th. Alicia Flores at first. Grace Green at third. The 1-0. Flores swings late, hit and run was on. The Sooners are going to steal home. Run threw down. It was the double steal. Flores ends up getting the second and gives a big thumbs up. Green came racing in from third to steal home. It's 3-1.
Great execution of the first and third play. Grace Green saw Northwestern throw through trying to get the out at second base. Great read on Grace Green from third base.
I mean, Alicia Flores and her energy is so awesome. Last night, she did the press conference and did so well. And her passion, it consumes you whenever she starts talking. You can sense how much she loves this sport and how much of a team-oriented person she is. She was standing on second base during that meeting, and she started to run off to go meet with Coach, and Coach points her back. She turned around and sprinted right back to the bag. So here we go. Meetings are all over. Aaliyah Flores digs in with a runner at second, 3-1 Sooners. The 1-1 pitch misses outside. 2 balls and a strike. It was interesting because usually there'll be 4 or 5 media members, and Coach will do her post-game press conference, and you'll have mostly upperclassmen, but then a lot of the youngsters. And to see both Alicia and Kinsey Hansen in there last night was really cool. They both did a nice job. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Aaliyah. It's low for a ball, 3-1.
And yesterday for Alicia, you could just kind of see it was defining is not exactly the right word, but almost just that step up of first home tournament, and seeing her just kind of come into her own yesterday was really something to see.
3-1, ball 4. There. That's the first walk of the year for Aaliyah Flores.
All right.
Her sister has 7, but for the first time in 2020, Aaliyah Flores, has drawn a walk.
It's a big one, too. 2-out walk.
Flores, by the way, now 1 for 2, has been on base both times. And Rayleigh Pogue will bat. Kinsey Kelso has moved into the on-deck circle. First pitch, swinging, tried to stop it, couldn't, strike 1. So the Flores sisters at first and second. Alicia at second, Aaliyah at first. Rayleigh Pogue digs in. Mackenzie Donahue slated to bat next, but Kinsey Kelso has moved into the on-deck circle. The 0-1 misses outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Good rally here late for the Sooners, as they have opened up a 3-1 lead over Northwestern. We're in the top of the 5th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Line shot towards left field, and it falls for a hit. Alicia Flores will score without a throw. It's an RBI single from Rayleigh Pogue.
Great job by Rayleigh Pogue. This is what we've been waiting to see all day from this Sooner offense. Take advantage of your runners in scoring position. And not only are they taking advantage of that, they're doing it with 2 outs.
And here comes Kinsey Kelso. That's a great point. In 2 outs, the Sooners' bats have come to life. An RBI single by Nicole Mendez, an RBI single by Rayleigh Pogue. I guess we also need to mention the double steal, Grace Green stealing home. And it's 4-1 Sooners. This is more like it. Capacity crowd here at Marita Hines Field being urged to its feet by the Sooner players who have popped out of the dugout. And here's Kinsey Kelso. Kelso with a chance to add to the 4-1 Sooner lead, as the right-handed hitting sophomore out of Tuttle digs in. Danielle Williams, long look in. First and third, 2 outs. The pitch, line into left center field. It's down for a hit. Scoring easily is Aaliyah Flores, and Kinsey Kelso with a laser shot to left center field has put the Sooners on top, 5-1.
You gotta love a pinch hit RBI single on the first pitch. Kelso came in ready to roll, and it looks like we're gonna get Williams off the mound here in the 5th.
That is the 2nd RBI of the season for Kinsey Kelso. And indeed, we're going to see a pitching change. Big hit here to open it up, 5-1 Sooners. Back to the top of the lineup in Grace Lyons. The first pitch is a little off speed, in for a strike. Kaylee Weingarner, now the new hurler for Northwestern. Is this right? We have now batted around in the 5th. The 0-1 to Lyons. Misses outside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know what I really love, and it's been, I mean, we've talked about it multiple times today and even throughout the weekend, is leaving runners in scoring position, not taking advantage of opportunities. What's awesome, though, to see is coming out in the 5th, getting late in the game, and this offense just coming to life.
1-1 pitch in for a strike, 1-2.
And finally making Northwestern feel the pressure. You know, it was looking kind of easy for Williams, and these hitters just kept making adjustments. One at bat, we see an adjustment, and then it was contagious and starting to roll through this lineup.
The 1-2 pitch to Lyons is outside for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lyons with a 3-hit game. She's 3 for 3.
I'd say that's an okay day.
I'd say that's pretty good. 3rd time she's done it in her career. The 2-2, swing and a miss. Strike 3. She got a piece of it, but it landed right in Rudd's mitt. Sooners take control of this game as they bat around in the 5th. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Oklahoma now in control, leading 5-1. We head to the Bottom of the 5th. Leading things off is Danielle Williams. First pitch is a little in. Called a strike. We'll take it. Williams, though, not in the circle anymore. Still hitting here as the 0-1 pitch is on the outer edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. 5-1 Sooners. A 5-run 5th inning has opened this thing up for Oklahoma, or maybe more specifically, giving them a little bit of breathing room here. 1-1 pitch. Ball's popped into shallow left field. Could be trouble. Green races in and makes the catch anyway. 1 away.
Good job by Grace Green. That looks like one of those those pop-ups that fall into no man's land. So great read, getting the first out of the inning.
Don't know if it goes without saying, but a shaded Mackenzie Donahue has re-entered the game at second base on a sun-bathed Sunday morning. It turned into early afternoon now as the first pitch is a little low to Morgan Newport. Northwestern first baseman, 1 for 1. I mean, Shannon Sale's been really good today.
She has. I mean, she's been sharp. And she gave up the 1 run early, but, she's been hanging zeros, here late in the game. And she has a different demeanor to her today than I feel like she had yesterday. She's working quicker. She's bouncing around a little bit. We're seeing her hit some really good spots. I can see the ball breaking from up here. We're seeing good movement today, so it's good to see her come out here and be better.
1-0 pitch found the outside corner. The 1-1 pitch skips the outer edge. Might be a little bit kind of a description of where that ball landed. 2 balls and a strike. Sooners 5, Northwestern 1. 5 runs on 9 hits for Oklahoma. A run on 2 hits for Northwestern. Sale stares in. The 2-1 pitch, low and away. The 3 flags in the Sooner outfield. The state of Oklahoma flag, the OU flag, and right in the middle. Old Glory, United States of America, the American flag. And all are kind of wistfully blowing towards right field. Not quite out, not as strong as we've seen. The 3-1 pitch bounced off the leg of Newport. As soon as I say that, they pick up.
Yeah, I was going to say, you spoke too soon.
I spoke too soon. As soon as I said that, above the batter's eye and straightaway center field, all 3 flags start blowing almost straight right towards that party patio in right center field. 3-2 count. Sale brings it home. Off speed, lined into shallow center field, racing in. Alo won't get there. It falls for a hit. And that ball literally died as soon as it started headed towards the outfield.
Yeah, Sale was able to jam Newport a bit, but she was just able to get enough of her barrel on the ball to get it to fall in for a base hit.
Lindsey Elam goes out to chat with Shannon Sale. Gives us a chance to say hey to Kayla Hargis, listening in here for Texas. Becky Cole in South OKC. Cheryl Glass all in from Butler, Alabama today. And if we fail to mention it earlier, first in today, as she usually is, Charisse, who was fighting the battle in Austin. So thanks for tuning in to Sooner softball. Sooners lead at 5-1. On a day in which OU baseball had a no-no. First pitch, swinging a foul tip straight back for strike 1. Off the back of is typically Mac Dunlap's spot, but a pinch hitter here for Northwestern is Ashley Schultz. Freshman out of Aurora, swings through the 0-1. No balls and 2 strikes. Sometimes we'll catch, sometimes we'll actually play the outfield. Schultz with a runner at first and 1 out. Time is called again by Shannon Sale. What do you think's going on here? We've seen that a couple of times this week. It might be location, not happy with the pitch.
Yeah, I think we saw Sale shake a couple times yesterday. I think it's just her getting on the same page with Elam and making sure that she's getting the pitch that she wants.
1-2 pitch misses well outside. So pinch hitter here as Schultz checks in with a runner at first off the single by Newport. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sale brings it home. Swing and a miss. What a pitch by Shannon Sale. There's 2 away here in the 5th.
Great job by Sale. We can see Schultz leaning for that outside pitch, and Sale takes advantage of it and getting Schultz to swing and wave for that outside corner.
Kate Drohan went with a pinch runner at first base. It's going to be Stanley. Sammy Stanley is pinch running for Newport at first base. And another meeting in the circle between Elam and Sale. Lindsay jogs back. And this is Skylar Shellmeyer's spot. She trots into the batter's box. Grounded out to second her last time up. Close play at first. First pitch is low and in for a ball.
You know, I think part of the reason, too, we might be seeing over communication, maybe, than what we're used to seeing from Elam and Sale is I think Elam's just trying to really manage this staff, and she does such a great job of doing it.
Little hard hit ball past Flores at third and into left field. Ouch. I mean, that was a rocket off the bat of Shellmeyer. Just went the other day. And Northwestern is in business here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Sooners lead it 5-1.
And not a lot Flores could do there. That ball was smoked pretty good. Good thing is, rolling back to the top of the lineup, Rachel Lewis has not seen Sale very well all day.
Top of the lineup, Rachel Lewis. Runner at first is Shellmeyer. The pinch runner Stanley at second. First pitch, in for a strike. Lewis is 0 for 2, popped out to third and struck out. No balls and a strike. Sale with runners at first and second. Deuces the pop-up. Is it going to stay in play for Hansen? She's under it. It popped out of her glove.
Pretty routine right there. And again, foul ball. But in this type of situation, 2 outs, we've got to have that play.
Wind is a bit of a bug today, to say the least. But Kinsey Hansen's going to be wringing her hands over that one. See if Sale can make up for it. The 0-2, well outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sooners put a 5 spot on the board in the top of the 5th. They lead it 5-1. Crowd claps in unison as Sale brings home the 1-2 pitch. Got it. Swing and a miss. Some filth from Shannon Sale, and the inning is over. That's picking up your teammates right there, and Kinsey Hansen acknowledges it with a high five. We head to the 6th. Oklahoma 5, Northwestern 1. Jocelyn Allo will lead things off for the Sooners. I was getting ready to read a tweet from a Susan. There's the first pitch. Allo takes it for a strike. Kaylee Weingartner, and Jocelyn just did something that you don't typically see. She kind of looked back at the umpire after that. It seemed a bit up.
Yeah, good take by Allo. You could see she was a little frustrated with the call.
Here's the 0-1 from Weingartner. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Don't worry, the fans have her back.
What.
They'll take care of it.
You want to question anyone bringing their A game today, don't question the fans. They've been sharp. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sooners lead it 5-1. The pitch to Allo. Grounded towards second, backing up on it, making the play is Lewis. She'll throw to first, and there's 1 away.
Kind of one of those chopping ground balls there to Lewis.
Slim Chickens is a proud sponsor of OU softball. Feeling hungry? Are fueling hungry fans with a lineup of chicken tenders, wings, salads, and sandwiches. Slim Chickens, fresh, delicious chicken. So feeling hungry. because that's exactly how I'm feeling.
Okay.
That might be a problem. Here's Kinsey Hansen.
Get some slim chickens.
Let's do it right now. Every sauce, just bring it. Here's the first pitch to Hansen. Off speed is in for a strike. Kinsey, the box score will say that Kinsey Hansen is 0 for 3 on the day, but it just seems as if, I use this a lot, she's been in the middle of everything offensively. She's been on base twice, and she's scored a run. The 0-1 is just off the outer edge. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, and I think that's something that makes Kinsey Hansen, I mean, I've been very impressed with everything that she's been doing, but even if it's not going down as a hit, you're still finding ways to make things happen, and that's what the most elite hitters in the country do.
The 1-1 pitch is out, ball 2. And it's fascinating to me. One of the things, DJ, that I've learned a lot about is just how much film there's out there.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
I mean, it starts at a young age.
And you've seen it, too, affect some of these hitters, too. The way, as a freshman, you get pitched to.
2-1 pitch is on the outer edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fans aren't going to like that.
And then all of a sudden, teams kind of start to study that and manage how they are going to approach you as a hitter. And you have to adjust to that as well.
5-1 Sooners lead. Kinsey Hansen looking to add to it. The 2-2 pitch popped up, shallow right field, could be trouble, and it falls for a hit. Hansen has her first hit of the game. They throw behind her at first, but she gets back in safely. And after the leadoff ground out by Jocelyn Allo, the single by Hansen ensures here in the 6th that the Sooners will continue a trend, a base runner every inning. And here's Grace Green.
That's always a great stat. Somebody on base
Every
inning.
Horrible stat as a pitcher. You hate hearing that, but
I don't know what the question is. The home plate umpire, pardon me, first base umpire came over to say something to Coach Gasso.
yeah.
I don't know what that could be about.
I think, if I had to take a guess here, as Kinsey Hansen was coming around first base on that single, she came close to making a little bit of contact with one of the, I wasn't sure if it was first base or second baseman, but if that happens, Kinsey, the base runner, has the right to the next bag. So if you come around and you make contact with a defensive player, you get that next bag.
Coach Gasso might have been wanting some clarification on just what happened. There was also a quick little meeting at the circle between Rudd and Weingartner. So Grace Green finally digs in, and we're back to play. The first pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. I've seen a few times from a base umpire where maybe they feel like a dugout might be a little bit too rambunctious. Something as minimal as maybe a softball that is kind of sitting on a ledge, and they use that to say, hey, get that off there, calm everyone down, kind of. And that didn't seem to be the case there. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Green, misses outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. The injury list looks like it's removing one, with Nicole Mendez making her 3rd at bat of the season. Next weekend, it wouldn't surprise me to see her as a DP for the Sooners. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Green. That caught the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's so encouraging to see Mendez, even if just for a flash, for the pinch hit, making her way back. So it's going to be exciting here over the next couple of weeks.
Wind seems to die down a bit for the 1-2, and it's grounded softly towards third. Picked up by Dunlap. She'll throw across to retire Green. Hansen slides into second. Dunlap gave it a look, but decided to go to first with it, and there's 2 outs. Here's Lindsey Elam.
Next up for the Sooners, number 22, Lindsey Elam.
0 for 3 today for Elam. Has had an impressive start to the 2020 season, into the 4th weekend. First pitch is an off speed that finds the outside corner for strike one. Elam was 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs. Her 6th home run of the season. She eventually hit her 7th against Abilene Christian later that night. She's 0 for 3 here today. The runner at second, the 0-1 pitch. Grounded softly towards short. Charging is Nelson. Throws and got it. Inning over. Along with DJ Sanchez, I'm Chris Plank. Pretty good outing here from Shannon Sale today, DJ.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with what Sale has done today. She is keeping these Northwestern hitters off balance. She is minimizing free passes. This is as sharp as I've seen Sale look this weekend.
Right when the Sooners needed it most, as the first pitch to start the 5th is low for ball 1 to Angela Zedak. Zedak is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Shannon Sale unofficially with 8 on the game as the 1-0 pitch is fouled back. Well, it's kind of funny. I have the official stats right in front of me, but for some reason I'll sit here and count it on my score sheet. 1 ball, 1 strike. No defensive changes for the Sooners either.
It's more fun to count all
That's
the
right.
K's in the scorebook. It's more fun to do it that way.
Here's the 1 ball, 1 strike pitch to the right-handed hitting left fielder. It's high for a ball, 2-1. Well, this has been a game that's really been told in 2 innings. The top half of the 5th for the Sooners and the bottom half of the 2nd for Northwestern. Sooners sent 10 batters to the plate, put 5 runs on the board in the 5th. The lone run from Northwestern came on a 2-out single in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Here we are, 5-1 Sooners. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a little walk here from Zedak. She's not happy.
Yeah, Zedak has not seen Sale well today. And part of that, too, Shannon Sale's changeup is on today. She's changing speeds. And these Northwestern hitters, they just don't look comfortable in the box.
The 2-2. Missed outside, ball 3. Three balls, 2 strikes. With nobody out. They're in the bottom of the 6th. Waiting on deck patiently is Maeve Nelson. Sale brings it home. Popped up foul right side, and that's out of play. In fact, caught the top of the batting cages, the hitting facility. Count will remain full. Three balls, 2 strikes. Long look by Sale. In fact, a second check as she brings home the full count pitch. All 4.
It's a pretty good spot right there. I think it missed up a bit.
Lindsay Elam agrees with you. She started to throw it down to third. Pretty good spot, but a little bit up. Fans weren't happy with it, but it's a ball, and here's Maeve Nelson. And that for Shannon Sale is her first walk of the game. Comes to lead things off in the 6th. First pitch strike to the right-handed hitting shortstop Nelson, who's 0 for 2. A ground out to third in the 1st and a strikeout in the 4th. See if the Sooners can't turn 2 here. Donahue about a normal second base depth. Shaded a little bit more towards the first base side, not much. The 0-1 pitch is in for a strike. 0-2. Might not matter. (5-1) Sooners. Northwestern dugout trying to stay alive, trying to inject some energy into this Wildcat offense that has gone silent today. Here's the 0-2. A little up. Good play by Elam to go get that.
Yeah, Elam has been, I don't think we have talked about that even enough this weekend. She has been outstanding back there in times when you can see some missed pitches by the staff as a whole, and Elam has been just absolutely solid behind the plate.
Here's the 1-2. Grounded to third. Backhanded by Flores off her back leg. Throws across, and she got her.
What a play.
What a play. One away. The runner advances to second, but Aaliyah on the backhand, off balance, throws a strike and a good stretch by Hansen. I think Kinsey Hansen's getting pretty comfortable over there at first base.
She is, and that throw by Flores, I mean, she came up with the play, taking her down the line, and she threw that off her back foot, threw a strike to Hansen, and Hansen finished that play with the stretch. What a great play all the way around.
First pitch strike to Nikki Cochran, the DP. Cochran doubled, and her pinch runner Bart scored the only run for Northwestern of the game. She grounded out to first on a nice play by Hansen in the fourth. She bats with a runner at second and one out in the sixth. The 0-1 pitch is in for a strike, 0-2.
Sale's done a really good job today of using both sides of the plate. She's not just living on the inner half or the outer half. She has really established both sides of the plate today.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. 2 away.
Gotta love the 2 quick outs after the leadoff walk. Shannon Sale coming right back to it and making her pitches through the heart of this lineup.
2 away as Jordan Rudd digs in. The first pitch. Line shot to short. Lions off the short hop. Throws. Inning over. The Sooners work around the leadoff walk, and we head to the 7th. Oklahoma leads Northwestern 5-1. Along with DJ Sanchez, I'm Chris Blank. As Alicia Flores strides to the plate. We're kind of joking about the length of this game. I don't know why. It seems as if the between innings have become longer and longer. First pitch is low for a ball. There is no, obviously we have our stream going on, and we appreciate those of you at Soonersports.tv. There's no true broadcast today, but maybe it's just my mind. We're used to people sprinting in and out. There is a drop dead time today, but we're nowhere near it.
Giving everyone time to enjoy this weather.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Stay outside. Here's the 1-0 to Flores. It misses low and away. Alicia on the day is 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. She's driven in a run and stolen a base. The freshman is now 4 for her last 5. She is swinging it well.
As I'm looking at this, I think that this is Alicia's third time this game to lead off an inning.
2-0 pitch is in for a strike. It is. And as a matter of fact, you know what? I made a mistake because the hit was Nicole Mendez as the pinch hitter. So Alicia is 0 for 1 with a walk, but did get the stolen base and the run scored. So I was close on 2. And you're right. This is the 3rd time tonight that she's let off an inning. The 2nd, 4th, and now in the 7th. She pops it up in foul territory. Look out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And again, I've mentioned it a lot today. If you've been with us from the start, you're probably tired of hearing it. But the Sooners are the visitors here today because Northwestern ended up as the 1 seed after their run differential was better than the Sooners. Here's the 2-2 to Alicia. This is outside. Full count. Mentioned Flores in that 2nd inning. Did pick up her 7th walk of the season. Not bad for a freshman. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Hard hit ball, foul.
And even in all of Alicia's at-bats, she's working deep in counts, and that's just such a sign of a mature hitter and not chasing pitches. Statistically, the more pitches you make a pitcher throw, the better chance you have of getting on base. So she does such a great job of working counts.
3-2, swing and a miss. She worked the count, but chased the rise ball, and there's 1 away. Here's Aaliyah Flores. Aaliyah had one of the big hits of the game, but unfortunately she was stranded at second. That double that fell between Nelson at short and Zedak in left field was, what we thought at the moment a potential rally starter, but at the time Danielle Williams struck out the next two batters she faced. And the Sooners exploded in the fifth. Leah 1 for 2, and she takes the first pitch for a strike. Flores had a double in the fourth. She walked her first walk of the season and scored a run in the fifth. 1 of 5 Sooner runs in that fifth inning. No balls and a strike. The pitch off speed, and it falls in for strike 2.
That's a tough pitch. Good take. I mean, you're not going to hit that pitch hard.
No balls, 2 strikes. As Flores digs in. That slightly open stance for the right-handed hitting junior. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. There's 2 away. For Weingartner, that's her third strikeout since entering the game. And here's Rayleigh Pogue.
Yeah, Weingartner has come in and done a good job. Kind of stopped the bleeding in the fifth inning and has been pretty solid here from what we've seen going through this lineup for her first time.
So here's Pogue. She's 1 for 3 with an RBI single. First pitch, she takes a little low for ball 1. Our home plate umpire has been kind of hard to read because sometimes, or I shouldn't say, after every pitch, she has the same movement where she steps back a bit. So you don't know, all right, is she calling the strike or a ball?
Yeah, it does take a minute. And there have been a few that.
Ooh. 1-0. There's a step back. No. Low. 2 balls and no strikes. Five runs on 10 hits for the Sooners. 1 run on 4 for Northwestern. Here's the 2-0s. Tried to check her swing. Didn't matter. Called strike. 2 balls and a strike. By the way, we mentioned a lot about the midweek game. Check Soonersports.com. Maybe some tickets available.
All right.
Why not? 2 balls and a strike, the pitch. Fouled at the plate. You can log on right now. Soonersports.com/tickets and get for as cheap as $15 to see the 4-time national champs, who with a win today will pick up win number 15 on the season. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pogue. Like she's pretty up towards the front of the box. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. It was in the dirt. Good play by Rudd to go get it. And quite the 7th inning for Kaylee Weingartner as she strikes out the side. Sooners 3 outs away from their 15th win of the season. And after the tough loss yesterday to North Texas, Oklahoma has responded by putting 20 runs on the board in their last 2 games. And now they're 3 outs away from a big win over Northwestern. Along with DJ Sanchez, I'm Chris Plank. Here we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It'll be Danielle Williams, Morgan Newport, and Mac Dunlap. And let's see if Shannon Sale can set them down in order. Send us home with a win. First pitch is in for a strike.
That's
a good
start.
sign. We have lived that falling behind on the count life all weekend long, unfortunately.
And it's not a coincidence. I mean, Shannon Sale, for the most part, has been working.
Oh, one hard hit to Hansen, who plays it off the hop, takes it to the bag, and there's one away.
Great play there by Hansen. That ball was turned on pretty well, and Hansen hung in there. Great job getting the quick first out.
Here's Newport.
But it's not a coincidence that Sale has had the success that she's had today.
No,
I mean, we've seen 0-1, 0-2, 1-2 counts all day long.
Newport is a 2 for 2. She has half of the Northwestern hits, and the first pitch misses low, ball 1. OU baseball, man, what a What a day for Dane Acker, who threw a no-hitter. First no-hitter for the Sooners since 1989. The 1-0 pitch is low for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Oklahoma beat LSU, the number 11 team in the country, 1-0. And Justin Mitchell, solo homer in the 8th. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch is a little up, ball 3. Last thing you want to do is any free passes here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Yeah, at this point, too, you're pitching with a 4-run lead. Sale has been pretty dominant for the most part throughout this game, scattering a few hits here and there, but go after these hitters.
She missed, ball 4. And Newport is aboard for the 3rd time today. And here's Mac Dunlap, who is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Sale officially has 9 Ks on the day. Kind of a wild stat for Sooner hitters. Oklahoma has been struck out 10 times.
That's
not good. First pitch is a little low. Ball 1, and Elam's going to use this opportunity to jog out and chat with Sale.
Yeah, Elam's done a good job all weekend of kind of, again, managing this staff. Sale's thrown 5 balls in a row. She calls time on her own, goes out there. Hey, let's get back on track. Let's get going.
And just on cue, attempted check swing by Dunlap. She couldn't stop it. Called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dunlap again 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. Sales on the game is officially at 8 strikeouts. Pardon me, 9 strikeouts. 1-1 is high for a ball, 2-1. I don't like the free passes around here. There's some grumbling amongst the fan base.
They want to get the win in the book.
They want to get this game in the books. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch. Off speed, tried to check her swing, couldn't. Strike 2.
Good pitch right there. Great job by Elam. Got away just a little bit, and she did a great job of popping up and keeping Newport at first base.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Newport at first. Sale brings it home. Swing and a miss. 2 away. She pulled the string on that.
Yes, she did, and especially, too, working back from behind in the count, getting herself back in, and finishing Dunlap with an awesome changeup.
And here's Skylar Shellmeyer. She's 1 for 2. The first pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. No balls and a strike. Oklahoma 1 out away from their 15th win of the season. Here's the 0-1. Bounce softly past the circle. Donahue is not going to have time to get Shellmeyer at first. That ball was perfectly placed where Sale couldn't get it and Donahue couldn't get there.
Yeah, the swinging, if slappers could do that on call all the time, they'd bat 1,000. But that no man's land there is tough for anyone to get to that, and Sale did the best she could.
There's Rachel Lewis. She's 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. She could make this thing interesting with 1 swing of the bat. Instead, she bounces the first one foul. No balls and a strike. Oklahoma on top 5-1. Looking to make it a clean sweep for the Sooners in Diamond Sports today. Sale checks the wrist. Stares in. Brings home the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball towards the 5-6 hole. Diving play by Flores from her knee. She got her. What a play by Aaliyah Flores. Win column Sooners. Wow.
What a way to end a game.
What a wrap to a wild weekend. And Aaliyah Flores flashing the leather to secure the win for the Sooners. Final score, Oklahoma wins it 5-1. Final score, Oklahoma wins it 5-1 over Northwestern. The winning pitcher, Shannon Sale, who improves to 5-3, a complete Game 5 hitter, striking out 10 and walking just 2. Big bat today, Grace Lyons, 3 for 4. Danielle Williams takes the loss.